do a quick intro. Hello, stream. I'm Dark Musician. You can call me Dark M. And from Hawaii. Been active in the Smash scene there for many years. And I'm with NinjaLink. And he's been gracious enough to let me join him here today.
Hello, people of the chat. Yeah, I'm here to try to go over some of the Smash 4 mechanics that I've, found.
Yeah.
Plus some that people found, there's a major one that hit last night, but we should probably go over that first. You know, it's going to be hard for me to show that, but guess I'll just run through it.
Yeah, and basically I'm here just to help move the whole procedure along. I have not played the full game yet, so NinjaLink will be doing most of the explaining. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to post this link in the chat. Hopefully it works.
The strong bad thread.
Good job, Twitch. Now sign me out, so I can't even type in the chat. Can you post that link in there? Since this thing just says nope to me.
Does your chat allow links?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it.
It's just annoying because, I was signed in, and then I'm trying to type in the chat. It's like, no, you're not signed in. So, yeah. So, there's a huge thing that came out last night that Strong Bad has figured out. He's going to call it vectoring, or people may probably call it KI for knockback influence. Pretty much DI is not exactly in this game. As people who don't know, DI is directional influence, where you can pretty much alter your trajectory when you're getting hit. So if you want to live longer, you're trying to make the longest path possible to the edge of the screen. In this game, however, it doesn't exactly work like that. Or not really much of it. It's more like if you get sent flying, you're decelerating or accelerating yourself to get in whatever direction you got hit in. So, in short, if you're getting comboed, you want to DI away, not DI away, but you want to aim the direction that you're getting hit. So if you're aiming to the upper right side, you want to aim that direction. Then you'll speed yourself away from the person who's hitting you to get out of a combo. If you're trying to live, you want to go against the direction that they're hitting you towards, and you'll slow down. So this is a huge thing, being this is not in any other Smash game at all, in any way, shape, or form. So it makes more sense, essentially, because you're fighting against momentum. As for how long matches are going to last, I don't know. I don't know how strong it's going to be. I don't know if people can even react to it properly to even do such a thing. Because I don't know how late how late or early you're able to hold it to kind of slow yourself down or speed yourself up. So this may be a good thing or a bad thing. And of course, affect rules in the, in-game, I guess. Dark Users, you have anything to add to that?
Well, for starters, I think that it's going to benefit Hawaii players a lot because we hold down a lot anyway. Our DI is horrible.
Really?
Yeah. But I don't know. I think that I don't think this was intended. I'm just calling it right now. I might be proven wrong later, but I don't think Nintendo meant for this to be in the game. And I would not be surprised if they remove it in the Wii U version, because this is not good for the game's lifespan. They've already taken away gimping with the new edge mechanics where you can't edgehog people and stuff. And people's recoveries are really, outrageous already, so this isn't helping. That's my thoughts.
Well, that I'll get into that for the ledge mechanics. Yeah, it's not essentially just holding down, because that's the thing. People realized, oh, you can just hold down for anything send you up vertical. Well, if you think about it, that's exactly what you should be doing. Because if you get knocked upwards, if you hold left or right, your character still moves left to the right, but you still die at the same thing. So it doesn't actually change trajectory, because you're still reaching the same vertical plane no matter which way to the side you DI.
Yeah.
So if you're holding down, it'll end up slowing you down. It's pretty much like in most platforming games, say Mario, say if you like just run and jump and you try to slow yourself down in the air, you kind of pull back a bit. That's similar to what you're trying to do to live in this game. I guess that's the best way to explain it.
I know you only have the game like by yourself right now. Is it possible to give an example, or is it too difficult?
I think in that thread it has the best example. Denty and Strongbag were testing with Jigglypuff and Game & Watch. He did a fully charged up smash at 47 without doing anything into the stick. He died at 47. If he held to the left and the right, you see him go. He veers to both sides. It still dies at 47. But when he held down, he lived at around 49 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then he was at like 44%. Held up, he died even quicker because he's moving to the direction he's actually getting hit.
Yeah.
So it was like he did a testing with like vertical moves, and he also tested it with horizontal moves. He tested it with Game Watch's up smash, fully charged, and he tested it with Bowser's forward smash, horizontally. So from what the testing he showed, it looks pretty. There's a lot of proof showing that you're supposed to just push against the direction that you got hit.
Yeah.
So if you get hit up and right, you should be holding down and left. If anyone sounds confused, there's some diagrams in that thread to get an idea of what I mean. But as I think it's pretty easy to follow after reading it. Or if you just look at the pictures, it's still, and there should be a video link also showing it in action.
Yeah, Strongbad did a really good job with that thread. There's a lot of specific stuff that he shows.
Yeah, and he did a lot for not even having a game. He just that was him like testing it like in limited time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really good of him to get all of that. I would do stuff like that. It's just that I'm by myself, so it's kind of hard. So I need to gather with someone else who has it to do these testings.
Okay, so I guess just check the thread for all the follow-up info you'll need on that. But it's very very new. So
yeah, very new. Like last night, like he made that huge thread.
So there's exploring to be done on that, I guess. I guess if there's nothing else on that, should we move on to the next topic?
Okay. Now the thing that's will make or break how metagame is gonna play is how the ledge mechanics work. So let me easily just let's see. I gotta think of a computer that tries to recover ridiculously. I guess I just put Mario for both. Okay, so as some people probably know already, the way the edge mechanics work, you can't exactly Edgehog people. If someone's on the ledge, what's gonna happen is it'll just knock them right off. So if you try to do that and then someone tries to up B, they end up grabbing the ledge out from you, and then you end up in this position back here. It usually pushes you off and diagonally away from the stage and up. There's that. I think the term is now trumping for that. Yeah, edge trumping. I don't know what they're gonna call it.
Who came up with that?
I think that's Sakurai. So calling it that.
Oh my god.
I can't say that's the official name, but I think that's what it is. Unless someone in the chat can correct me. That's one thing which I'll go into more a little later after I explain the rest of this. You can still instant Edgehog in this game, which was strange because people couldn't do it in a demo. But I have no problem doing it here, and I'm not exactly fond of 3DS controls. So, you can still do it. Key notes here. When you grab the ledge, you're invincible for 2 seconds. I think it's a little bit more than what other Smash games are. Yeah, it looks like about 2 seconds, right? Let me do that again. Yeah. 1.5 seconds, I guess. Now, when you grab the ledge, and the second you let go, the invincibility is instantly gone. It's removed once you let go of the ledge.
Oh, okay, I see.
See that?
Interesting. Yeah. Because before you used to be able to grab the ledge and then like come off invincible with a move.
Yeah,
You did
there's
pass them.
no more of that. So I'm going to do this in slow motion. Actually, let me see if I could get a close up on the character. And Mario doing backflips. Now I'm going to like rapidly tap off. Now you see the invincibility is instantly gone, and you know the invincibility lasts longer than that, as I just shown. Now look how, see if I don't press anything, look how long it lasts. But when I grab the ledge and let go, it's gone. So people have to keep that in mind. So yes, a lot of characters have very good recovery, but there's one problem. You get one free ledge grab. You get one free ledge grab, and say if you want to refresh, you can't. There is no refresh invincibility at all when you re-grab the ledge.
Yeah, I wanted to point out that in some of the earlier those invitational 3DS tournaments that have been coming up recently, I noticed a lot of people not taking advantage of the fact that people were re-grabbing the ledge with no invincibility.
I only saw one punish happen. I think PPMD was trying to stall out a final smash, and then right as he tried to Firefox to grab the ledge, he got hit while I was doing the snap animation. That's the only time I've seen that get punished.
Yeah. There are definitely a lot of, I guess, autopilot where they just respect the invincibility or they assume that it's still there. But yeah, that's something that people should be taking advantage of.
Yeah. So pretty much if someone grabs the ledge, if you just have a move that is active on top of them as they're trying to do anything from it, they're gonna get hit. So the person on the ledge has to like, the only way they're gonna get back on stage is if you do any ledge action like the normal ones. Like so, like as you see, invincibility is gone. If you do anything like a normal get up or a ledge jump, which apparently actually doesn't have much invincibility at all, as you can see.
Yeah.
Pretty much, if you're able to input your own action, you had no invincibility.
Even like a roll too. The roll is not invincible.
No, the roll's invincible, but you're not free to do anything during it because it's a set animation. But if you're trying to do like an attack of some sort, you see how it's gone? Let me zoom in on that. See, gone. It's that pretty much the little animation of flipping from the ledge, you're invincible, but that's it.
Yeah, so basically as soon as you have control over what you want to do,
it's
gone.
It's gone. That's one key thing people have to take note of. Because if you just put something on top of them as they grab the ledge, you're going to have a real struggle in this game trying to get back. So every character has to figure out how in the world are they going to get back on stage without getting hit. So like, yeah, recovery moves are good. It doesn't matter if you can't get on the stage. So there's that rule. Also, if you when you grab the ledge, you cannot, once you let go, you cannot re-grab the ledge for, it seems like, a full 2 seconds. It doesn't matter if you landed on stage or not. Like look at this. See how long it takes to re-grab there?
Yeah, because you should be snapping the ledge.
Yeah, I should be snapping this a lot sooner. So if you do it, it's like about 2 seconds. That's not me just grabbing it with weird timing. You actually just can't grab the ledge.
Yeah.
Look how high he snaps. Now look how fast I do it. So you can't do this. That doesn't work. And also that rule applies even if you stand on stage. So if you try to do this and get up, you can't do that. You can't do it again. Let me not mess up because it's hard on this thing. See? You can't do it again. Even if you're on the stage. So that rule's indefinite. Doesn't matter if you land on the stage or not.
So that's not you screwing up the snap.
No.
It's just the game just
you can't
do that.
Yeah. So no matter what, in what case whatsoever, once you let go or you're not on a ledge anymore, you cannot re-grab that ledge. So that's me re-grabbing it, and that's me trying to do it, and it doesn't work. Because it's still at that 2 second limit. And this applies to every character. This is not just like a Mario thing. This is for everybody. So people have to be mindful of that. So grabbing a ledge is a thing, but the ledge is also going to be the worst place you want to be because you cannot get back on stage. You know how Brawl was and you're trying to get back on the stage? That's why people want to camp the ledge. You can't even do that in this game. So you're going to have a hard time. So people have to figure out how to get past people's attacks or something. It's because if someone just does something meaty, or someone has like a disjointed hitbox, or some characters will put like a projectile on top of them, or if Mario's doing this and he's shooting you and it's forcing you to do an action. That's where it's gonna get tricky. Also, another thing to take note of: if you upgrade, say if you upbeat a ledge like that, like most people do, they just auto snap. If the opponent snaps to the ledge, the second they snap, if you just do this, it instantly knocks them off. Doesn't matter if they're invincible or not; it'll just knock them off. So because of when you knock them off, they'll be like right. Let me see. I'm gonna try to pause it. I'm gonna try to do this right. Because there's no normal pause button on this thing. For training mode, at least. You get knocked about here. So if you trump somebody, they get set in this position. They can't move for like let's say half a second. And they're not invincible. So if you trump them to force them off the stage, if you can like do a let go of the ledge and back arrow them or something like that, that's a good way to that's how you're gonna be edgeguarding people in this game. You can't do it the normal way you've been. So it's pretty much you just have to time an Edgehog for when they upbeat to sweet spot the ledge.
It's like a game of leapfrog where you have to wait for them to grab the ledge and then you get on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have the advantage.
And for people to counteract that, they're going to purposely not sweet spot the ledge. They will just do this. They will hold down so they don't grab the ledge and then hit the other person trying to do it. So that's the tug of war. That's the rock, paper, scissors thing. So it's either you wait here, wait for them to grab the ledge, you do this. They're going to overshoot on purpose to try to hit you. And then you purposely just like back up and hit them or block. Or that's pretty much the two options that's gonna happen. They're either gonna sweet spot or they're not. So people have to force themselves not to sweet spot.
Or like characters that will just avoid the ledge altogether and just try to get over it.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. And I do realize there is some moves that don't sweet spot. Like Ike's up B does not sweet spot automatically. There's some moves that didn't auto sweet spot before, it does now.
Did his ether ever auto sweet spot?
No. But it's just that some moves now, like Zelda's teleport, if I teleport up into the ledge, it will snap halfway through. From any angle. So, it is weird. It's just some moves that sweet spot that shouldn't. So, that's going to be the way people's edge guarding. Now, because of this vectoring thing and people living longer, you're going to have to know how to master this. So, people have to figure out setups to force people to get killed when you trump them. As I think I showed the other day, like with Samus, one of her custom moves is she has like a ball that hovers. So if you shoot the ball and it hovers like around this spot over here, and then you shoot that, then someone tries to sweet spot the ledge, and you do this will trump them and force them into the ball, and they'll die.
Was that the charge shot?
Yeah.
Slow charge shot?
Yeah. It's like if you've seen like the Capri Super or like Yoga Inferno, or not, Catastrophe.
Yeah.
Where the ball just sits there slowly. Or the people that play PM, Lucario's Super Aura Sphere or EX Aura Sphere, it's like that. So you could do that off the stage, and then they try to upbeat, you grab the ledge, and push them into it. That's an edge guard.
Because I feel that as good as vectoring is, where it saves lives, if you get a hard hit like off stage or near the edge, odds are they're probably gonna die.
They're gonna die anyway. Yeah. So the only thing that's gonna be very prominent in is breaking out of combos. For the most part. That one seems more so guaranteed.
That makes me sad. That makes me so sad how that's gonna ruin combos.
But you can air dodge as soon as you can in Brawl. So people that also remember that. I think someone said you have to wait like, is it 18 frames? Or something like that? The air dodge, and then someone for the mash attack is like 29 frames. It's a lot later.
Damn.
Because I know in Brawl is the opposite. You can attack faster than air dodging. I recall. So there's a lot more hits done in this game. But at the same time, you can still escape combos, and combos are kind of tight. But at the same time, you don't have to worry about it as much because when you air dodge, it's a lot of landing recovery.
Yeah.
So you cannot air dodge into the ground for free. There's this, like if you auto cancel it, kind of in a way, you could do that. But even that, see, that still lagged. So you gotta do this perfectly with some characters. Some characters can't even do it. So there's a lot of things that people have to do. It's kind of like you gotta think melee kind of the combo people, but at the same time you gotta think the brawl way, like, oh, I'm just gonna launch them in the air, bait them to air dodge, and then you smack them for it. So it's a combination. Yeah. It's a combination of both.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a combination of that and just putting yourself in a position where no matter what they do or whether it combos or not, you're still in a good spot.
Yeah.
To keep pressure on.
Yeah, because they're gonna lag if they air dodge into the ground, so they can't do that for free ever again. Aerials in general, some have little recovery, some has a lot of recovery.
Sadly, yes.
I can't see. I can't exactly test how safe things are on block. It's hard to test that by myself. But I'm not sure how strong shielding is in this game. I don't think it's as strong as it is in Brawl, but I don't know. It's hard to say for me at least. So I guess that's it for like ledge mechanics and evasion in general. The new mechanic, which I think a lot of you know already, is the fact that you can forward tilt and forward smash out of a dash. All you have to do is just tap. You just gotta run one direction and tap forward tilt or forward smash in the other direction. It's as simple as it sounds. It's like a pivot, but a very late pivot. But it has to be during the full stride of a dash, not like the startup. Actually, now doing it, you actually don't have to wait. So I thought you had to wait, but you don't. So that's this is really good for spacing, especially characters like Mega Man, where his forward tilt is a pellet and his forward smash is also a projectile. So he easily like do this really quick and like space out a projectile or forward smash, or well, his lemons, as people like to call it, pellets and forward smash.
Yeah, lemons.
Yeah, lemons.
All right.
So I don't. It's hard to test without a C stick, but I'm not sure if you could do any other movements out of this. Because the only thing you could do out of a full dash right now, like reversed, is you pivot grabbing and forward tilts and forward smashes. And up smashes, of course, because you're jump canceling it. So that's nothing new. I don't think there's anything else on that. Unless people have some weird way to do things, there's nothing different.
Okay.
So I think that's it for mechanics wise. I haven't seen anything new.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts on how the fast falling is in this game, or just how floaty the characters feel in general, or is it the same?
It's not as floaty as Brawl, I can say that. But there is some characters like Rosalina who just feels floaty, period. Because that's her nature's galaxy nonsense.
Yeah.
But as you can see here, like I have no problem like fast falling this. So it's like that's not Brawl using the air a little longer.
Okay.
So yeah, fast fall wise, it's fine. Just
Has anyone? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I had nothing to say. Go.
Oh, okay. Has anyone confirmed whether Dakising is a thing in this game? Has that been left over?
From the E3 demo, I'm not sure. Yink has said she's Dakis before, with Greninja, I think.
Ah.
But it's hard to,
Yeah, it's hard because
on this, yeah. Glide toss is not exactly a thing in this game. I mean, pick a different characters to show this.
Yeah.
Pretty much, the way glide toss worked before, you're canceling a roll into an item toss, and the momentum causes you to slide. The canceling a roll part is there. The problem is the momentum carried into it doesn't exist. You pretty much stop on the spot. You do move, but you don't slide. Like, I don't even know if Link can do it. Brawl, he couldn't do it. I doubt he could do it here. I should probably... If this doesn't work with Link, I would just try Diddy. I think that's the only character I can think of who can do it in this game. And probably Rob. As you saw there, I kind of inched forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone could see that I'm slightly moving forward. Like, he doesn't, slide. But he does cancel his roll. It's hard to say if he's actually invincible for those little tiny frames. Especially since it's hard to do a glide toss in slow motion. But I'll try anyway. Oh yeah, especially since I have to hold that button to hold the shield.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna work. Actually, let me see here. I could probably do it. Of course you do that. I'm gonna try to do it while holding R instead. Yeah, that's gonna be really difficult. Figure out this timing. Because it sometimes skips your inputs when you're trying to. Yeah, it skips all the inputs. Like it does normally in slow motion. Sometimes it doesn't read all your inputs. So, can't really show that slow motion. But yeah, everyone can see that you do slide forward. You slide forward, but you don't keep momentum. You just stop on a dime.
Okay. Another thing I wanted to know about was, well, I guess I'll wait till you go through the example with Diddy, and then I'll mention it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if Diddy slides anywhere.
Dude, bananas are so huge in this game.
They're also terrible.
Good.
Wait, what? How did this throw in? Oh, it just disappeared, that's why.
Oh, is that his animation when he tries to pull the second one?
Yeah. That was a fan of it. Yeah, he doesn't slide either. So yeah, just to confirm, there's no glide tossing. You just kind of inch forward. That's really it.
And again, this could be, again, Wii U version, we don't know yet.
Yeah, being you have better, yeah, we have better controls, but it seems like. Then again, you could glide toss in Brawl without using a C stick. It's just the fact that there's no momentum. So I think glide tossing is out. In the same fashion, at least. Randomly checking if the Gatling combo's there, which doesn't seem to be the case. So, okay, so Dark Musician, what did you want to bring up?
When I was reading a lot of the impressions from the release, they were saying they mentioned something called Zair canceling, and I just wanted to go over that if it's still a relevant thing.
Okay, let me pick Link. Because at the moment, the characters who have it, or a Zair, is Link, Toon Link, Samus, and Zero Suit Samus. They gave Zero Suits Zair.
Yeah.
Which sounds weird, but they did. For whatever reason. And Stride SoCal, yes, I was about to test it right now. If is there jump cancel toss? Yes, there is. But of course, you don't. Well, you actually slide a little bit more than glide tossing. Yeah, you slide a bit. So yeah, jump cancel tossing is still in. Okay, Zair canceling like that?
Yeah, like how they were saying, like how characters with Zairs can get away with air dodging into the ground because they just throw the Zair out and it like changes everything.
Okay, so this is Link air dodging into the ground.
Yeah.
So you can see the lag on that. I'm going to Zair at the last moment. Doesn't change much. This is Zairing normally. So everyone can see the difference. That's Zairing normally.
Much less lag.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway. Interesting.
Yeah. If you air dodge into his air, it's gonna do that. See how high it was?
Yeah.
His air canceling is not a thing. So yeah. So if someone air dodge, they're committed. You have a chance to like hit them with something, but you're still gonna lag. That's the only advantage to it.
So you're better off just committing to the Zair at the peak of your short hop.
Pretty much. Or if you're trying to air dodge first and then hit him. Yeah. There's no Zair canceling. It's like the only advantage is like pretty much it's the same effect as if you were to do it in melee. You know, melee people air dodge and then they try to do the Zair last minute to like try to hit him. It's pretty much like that. You're still gonna have that chain recovery because in that game, if you do a land for Zair, it takes forever to recover.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much that. It looks like the exact same recovery too, because there's a lot in melee, and it seems to be a lot here.
All right.
Just so you can see the difference, like that's me blocking right after.
Yeah.
And that's me zaring. That's me canceling an air dodge into a zare. So it's the exact same.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know.
So zare characters don't have that much of an advantage, if at all. So yeah, pretty much get out of your head. Do not air dodge into the ground. You do not want to do that.
Especially into your opponent.
Yeah, your best bet is just doing an aerial, which has a lot, like for some characters may have a lot less lag, and you at least pressuring the shield.
Yeah.
Like in Link's case, he doesn't have much aerial lag. So you better just throwing a move out in that case.
Okay, another thing I wanted to ask you about was spikes and meteors and how they work in this game, if they're still there, and I assume they are.
I am not sure if Meteor and Spike are different in this game. I know in every other game, if you have to wait 30 frames after you get Meteor to Meteor cancel it. If you do it too early, you are forced to take... You have to wait till all the hit stun is over with to actually come back.
Uh-huh.
Now the computer, I haven't seen Meteor cancel anything.
Me neither. Yeah.
So... Because that was a Spike. They do tech. Like, they tech. I never... See, that's them air dodger. So... let me see. Make him jump. That was not a... Okay, I gotta aim it better. Yeah. So, even if you're close to proximity to the ground, you cannot... Most of the time, you won't be meteor canceling because you'll be hitting the floor. You have to be teching the floor instead. Otherwise, that happens and you bounce in the air, and at low percents, you'll be getting combos from it. So yeah, that is one new mechanic that you have to mention. If you get spiked or meteored in this game, you do not lay on your back like in older games. This game, you will bounce off the floor.
Yeah.
So, if you remember any stage of walls, if you hit a wall, you'll bounce off the wall and you have to tech it. The ground is essentially another wall. You pretty much will bounce off the same way. Any type of angle that you hit the ground, you're gonna bounce up in the same fashion.
Right, right.
So just like as a wall or a ceiling, you're gonna need to tech. Otherwise, you may end up dying at the top, depending on what percent you at. They'll get a free combo on you. Like, look at that. The spike hit, and then there's still another hitbox after. So yeah, you better tech now if you didn't tech before. But
and the tech time is the same, as the last game.
Yeah. The one thing they added was, in previous games, if you get spiked and you're grounded, you couldn't tech. You're just forced to, pop up with extreme amount of hit stun. This game, you can tech if you're grounded, which the computer likes to do. Did I set him to level 9? Let me set him to level 9 if he's not already that. Why are you level 4? Because I saw it the other day and I had to test and I'm like, oh, you can tech stuff even though you're grounded. So people have to keep that in mind. Okay, let me get his percent high. See, I teched.
Yep.
So yeah, you can tech a spike on the ground. But of course, that happens if you don't. Okay.
So is there anything else you wanted to cover with game mechanics, or are we about done
well,
that part?
Things I guess that carried over from Brawl. Well, this foot stealing thing, still a thing. Of course, the people you probably seen them do it a lot. There's an easy way to jab cancel in Brawl, and I believe it worked in Melee, but not exactly the same, but it's essentially the same. If you crouch and hold back, you can jab from a crouching position like that, so you can easily jab cancel like that. Now before in Brawl, you had to do down and back to do a jab, and if you did down and forward, you get a forward tilt from a crouching position. This game, it doesn't seem to matter which side you do. They will both end up in a jab. Because you can't, so that means, so this is down and forward right now. this is down and back. So it's what you're holding down in a corner.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because with the gate on the stick for the 3DS,
Yeah.
you can't really feel the corners.
Yeah,
so.
it's there is no gate. It's just a round circle. There's no grooves at all. So the disadvantage to this, advantage is you can do down forward to down back and you can jab cancel easily. The drawback is there's some people who like the forward tilt from a crouching position. You can't anymore because that's me walking forward. I'm gonna like see. I'm walking forward and the first frame of me like doing that, you get a jab. Also confirmed that crawling characters couldn't do it the same way. They could do it the exact same way in this game. You can actually get a jab out of a crawl. Which, let me show that. First character that comes to mind, I guess Zero Suit. Because I don't think a jab sucks. A lot of characters' jab sucks. Link's is still good. But when I've seen Diddy's is terrible now. Peach is terrible. Which is weird, like her with a bad jab sounds strange.
Yeah, that does sound really strange.
See, I'm crawling backwards, yeah, you get a jab. If you crawl forwards, you also get a jab.
That's awfully convenient.
Yeah, before what they had to do was you're the jab first and then hold the direction. Otherwise, you get a crawl, and the crawl usually forced a down tilt.
Yeah.